How's it going, guys? It's Kritter here, and welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Build an Adventure Map. Now, as we go along here, you can see that I've replaced the pillars with some wooden pillars instead of those stone chiseled bricks pillars. Now, the reason for that is that this episode I redo a lot of things and make it into cheaper blocks. And what I mean is cheaper blocks is like, I use more cobblestone, I use like more stone and stuff. I get rid of a lot of the expensive looking materials, only because that this town is based on like a developing sort of community area. So like when you build a town, it's not going to be rich stone and all that. It's going to be ugly, but you have to build up towards that richness. So as you can see here, I'm replacing the bottom steps and experimenting with a few things. And in this episode also is like a lot of detail. So I go along with these with like the half slabs on the top here, and I add in a lot of detail, like I said, and I basically complete this building. I did a lot of off-camera work, as you're gonna see towards the end of the episode, because we could be on this building for days. I want to have some variety, so I wanted to finish this building and start on a new project. Again, with the cheaper materials, I am taking down the tower, and I am basically redoing it with cobblestone. I go really high up, and I realize that it's a little too high, so I kind of shave off the top a bit. When I find a good distance, I go on to putting grates on the top here. And as you can see, I put grates all along on this side, and I kind of did not like it. I sort of found a newer sort of thing that I wanted to do. I actually found it by mistake, and just to make it look a little nicer, so I put every two, I go up one half step, so it kind of just looks more detailed in work. And I repeat the same process on this side. I experiment with detail along the windows a few times, and I did not know what I really liked until I found something that went really nice, which is going to be here in a second. There you go. I just added two stone bricks at the bottom just to make it look a little nicer. Adding in a little bit of torches to make some accent lighting. You don't want too much lighting on your buildings, I guess, because it makes the building just look weird with all these little sticks hanging out of it. So hiding the torches as much as possible is a good idea. Just finishing up the back here, and yeah, just to make it full so I could finally do some detail in the back, because it's kind of bare. It is kind of bare. I don't think we do too much in this episode on the back, but that's okay. Now it's time for the roof. Now for the roof, it took me a while to think of ideas on what I want, but in the end, I eventually find something that is gonna stay. I really like the roof. So I kind of just go up in stairs like this, and I eventually take off those stone bricks at the bottom and replace them with stairs, because I didn't like how it just ended. So yeah, now it's a nicer gradual way up, if that makes sense. Alright, now finishing off, we can see it's a nice view. This is what we got done today. I did a lot of off-camera work, and you're going to see a spin around of the completed building because, you know, like I said, we're going to spend days and days here. So as we zoom around, you can see I added 2 windows on the roof. I finished the roof, of course, and we're going to zoom up closely here in a second, and you're going to see that I have mossy brick, cracked brick, and the normal brick here. That is a good detailed work also because it makes the building have character. It makes it look like old and where it's placed. You know, if you just have one color, it kind of looks weird. So going in the back here, you see, or the side view, sorry, and all the way back in the front view again, I did the same mossy sort of thing on the tower, close up to the window. And thank you so much for watching episode 3. Bye.